Hey everyone, it's AJ Paranormal here, another late night live. How's it going? I know it's been a while since I've done a live like little story. I hurt my foot last week and I was gonna go do a fire live and I hurt my foot. With and today is my 1 year birthday for this channel as well, which is pretty cool. See how that goes. Alright, trying to get something set up. So hopefully some of you will drop by and hang out and chat about your experience, my experience, and all that fun stuff. You never know how it goes. If you've been to this live before, remember to be respectful in my live, or I will get you off. You can report your channel. So, does any of these? Of course not. I wonder if that's what I dropped. My recorders, I didn't put any batteries in. I swear this one had batteries in it. I should have looked around first. So I'm outside hanging out with any of you people on here talking about paranormal, Bigfoot, UFOs, and all that cryptic stuff. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments or live chat. Let's see if it's working. Okay, there it is. Making sure the live looks good. So the things I use for paranormal hunting is recorders, my phone, my little EMF REM pod boxes. They work really good. Yeah. Sometimes. I never know. What do you have to? Well, not much, just hanging out. I haven't been live for a good while. Hold on. Be respectful. I'm not going to let that. Of course I'm not. Why would there? Yeah, it's my window. I'm not worried about it. I have my light behind me. These, if you see these are lights that are in front of me. They kind of do look like eyes, which is kind of cool at the same time. But if you do see something wandering around, there's nobody in my house as well. I have the lights turned off in my bedroom, but one light in my hallway. Did look like there was something there. So this right here is a door in my bedroom. Yeah. And that's why I like that bot. Oh, why did you tell me? I don't anymore. Once in a while I'll hear something and then it's gone. I had a family at one time and they didn't do anything bad. There's no D word or anything, if you know what I mean. I don't use that word at all on my channel. If you ever watch any of my videos, I don't do that kind of thing. I frown upon that. Even though I was actually at a place years ago, the guy thought his house was haunted by one of those creatures, and it was misleaded. Not fake, surprisingly. It was misleaded. It means the guy thought it was one of those when it wasn't. But I have seen ghosts. In my description down below, or whatever it is on my phone, I do have a video about a game if you guys want to play. Just comment in the video about how many you, or not how many, certain something, you know. Um, I don't know what happened. Oh, there's my light. I had a female, a guy, and a kid. The kid, once in a while, will grab me on my ankles or tug on my pants if I was wearing pants or shorts. The guy would just stand there and look at me funny. Not sure why. And if you're hearing me pretty good, I'm using a DJI mic. Really good thing to use. I have done that, though, in one house. No. I've had too many experiences not to be scared of them. I've had one, the way I found out that I had them was years ago when my daughter was not even 1 yet, maybe a few months old. I was trying to figure out how the baby monitors worked. I've been doing this for 8 years. Not the monitor thing, but I've been doing paranormal for 8 years. Bigfoot experiences, UFO experiences. The only thing Pudge Watton experience, which was interesting. The only thing I haven't seen is a sea monster yet. Cross my fingers on that one. We do have one up in Okanagan Lake, up north of me, but that's a far drive for me. Things I use for ghost hunting is recording devices. This one is for far away. This one's for medium. Oh, nice. This one, since it has two mics, it's stereo. All of these are stereo. I don't know what happened to the batteries of them. I thought they had them in there, or I'll let you guys listen to it. Thought I dropped them, but I don't see them on the floor. Bigfoot is one of my big things because I have seen them multiple different times. It's been a few years, but on my first live, which was interesting. Oh, you're good. You'd be surprised how often that happens. SARS? Sorry for pronouncing your name. On my first live on here, hold on. Gotta be English. Sorry, can't see it. All right. My first live, we were just talking about things, and all of a sudden I went like this, or was it my second live? One of the two, and we all heard a howl from somewhere, and I still have to work on that video, and I'm a little behind. But yes, I have seen Bigfoot, Sasquatch, only in Washington now. I'm from the real Pacific Northwest, not where a lot of people call like California, Pacific Northwest, when that's actually different. So, yeah. What happened to you with your Bigfoot experience? I was wondering where that was. Making sure I don't forget anything. Can't believe I didn't bring batteries for these. So recording devices are good for when you're Bigfoot hunting or when you're paranormal hunting. Because if your ears can't catch it, these will. This one's a Sony. Works really good. This one is a Tristan. Can't pronounce it. This one has two speakers and or mics, not speakers. The speakers back here. Oh yeah. Oh. Okay. Don't worry. That you'd be surprised how often that happens. I've actually had a tree branch been thrown at me because of one. I wasn't doing any investigating of Bigfoot, ghost hunting, or anything. I was actually birding in a creek area nearby me, and all of a sudden I see this branch going. I'm like, okay, it's gotta be normal. So I picked it up, didn't think much of it take a picture of it. Just looked at it a little and just threw it back out in the woods, and didn't think much of it. What I was doing was I was listening to the birds, trying to record their sounds, so I could see what's going on. And like maybe 5 minutes later, another branch. It was on my right side. Okay, I thought I heard something. And it was a bigger branch. And I'm like, okay, that's too much of a coincidence. And it's not windy or anything else. So I picked it up, not thinking much, threw it back out, and going, what the hell? Really, nature? You're trying to throw branches at me? That kind of thing. The way I found out how it was one of them, the branch kept getting bigger and it was twisted. Only we could do this and twist stuff. It was one of them. And when I walked down a trail, when I walked back, I noticed a little tree was bent down behind me, and somehow I did not hear it walk behind me. And that's one of their signs of that you're in their area. Sorry about that sound if you're hearing it. It's just cars going by. And that bug. Another experience I had was I was actually birding. This happened years ago. I told BFRO about this, and they came out one time and scared my mom because they came in my backyard. It was funny. I laughed. She didn't. Trying to fix these things. These things work pretty good when you're ghost hunting. So when something's flying around, say like a bug or power, this ain't even on. See how it does this? So when, I guess that one's unplugged. So when something flies around or touches this goes off like that. I actually have one behind me just in case. And those keep looking like eyes. Thanks for the like. That was cool of you. So DJ mic works really good. If you have a good phone that has a good bounce. My phone that I have right now that's live, I'm using a gimbal and it holds it pretty well. I just gotta pay attention to it. Sorry about this. Oh no, it's working. Okay. Another Bigfoot experience I had was birding out in the backyard, and not my backyard, another area nearby, another good timing area. I was getting my trail cam ready to take pictures of birds in my area because we get a bunch of birds here up in the northwest. And I wanted to capture something. I was getting my trail cam ready, not turned on. I was getting my chair ready to sit down, listen, and watch because I had one come up to me and nothing was on. A bird. It was really cool. It was a grosbeak, I believe, and I wanted to get one of the. Yeah. So this one, I think I had my phone. Also, my phone was next to me, but it was on the bench or on a fence. There was like a little fence. So that splash sound, not sure why. It's not on my phone. It's not saying anything here. Oh, hold on. You don't need to tell me I'm live. Jeez. Let me know if it's back. the hell? There it goes. Looks like it's working. Oh. Shoot, what is going on? Hold on. Oh. I hear frogs. Why is this being a butt? It says it's working. Something's on. Huh. I don't know why it's buffering. Not sure what that was about. It's weird. I don't know what that was about. Those eyes. That's so funny. Should be back. I'm not sure what that was about. Yeah, it didn't show any buffering on my phone. But it did on my tablet, though. Who knows? It's weird sometimes like that. But, yep. Earlier today, according to YouTube, this is my 1 year anniversary with this channel, which is really cool. Hopefully I'll do more lives when stuff is working right. You know, now if you could just tell my subscribers that I'm on, it'd be extra nice. But I get not everyone's gonna be on. Okay, oh, that's what happened. One of my boxes broke. I was trying to figure out why it wasn't working. Now, where were you? See, this is what it does when something goes through. I gotta figure this out. Ew, it needs to be welded. That sucks. See? That little guy there broke. Not sure how. But I see where it is, and yeah, it's gotta be rewired. That sucks. That's okay. Luckily I have another one. These things have gone through a lot. I'm surprised they've lasted this long. Neat little boxes, but they're expensive. And they only use these kind of batteries, too. Let's see how this one is. Okay, that one works. Let's put the more... Okay, now you're being... Okay, there we go. Put the more active one right there. Oh, now you want to be that. It works. Sorry about the blue flashing. I swear I thought I put batteries in this. And of course I don't have a flashlight if I drop the batteries. Oh, there's my drink. What's everyone up to tonight? It's tea. Man, can't believe I didn't check for batteries. What's that? No, not it. I do, in the description down below, I do have a short video of kind of a neat game. Surprisingly, it didn't take off as what it should have done. It did on my TikTok, which is kind of nice. I was really surprised on that. Both my TikTok and that video is in the description. Sorry about the car sounds and me moving around. I thought I had batteries for this. This is a DJI mic. Works really good. So if your phone, like what it is, for me it's a foot away and the sound kind of doesn't work very much. But when you have a mic like this, it works really good. You could actually go walking around while you're still live, while you're on here, while your mic's or your phone's here and you're somewhere else, you can still hear. I got it from Amazon. Comes with a neat little receiver. I gotta be a little quiet because it's late over here. I'm a little behind on my videos, but it's okay. I had something happen to my foot this weekend and it kind of ruined all that for me. I had a hurt foot from something, and it's just now healing since Thursday. It sucks. Oh wait, I have a light right here. I can see what that is. Oh, that's the other end of that. Sorry about that. Hold on. Trying to pick up something. Yeah. Okay, so it didn't have any batteries. That's the back side of this thing. And we're back with the light. I don't want to lose that. So if you guys have any questions about paranormal, ghosts, UFOs, and whatnot, let me know. I'll kind of answer if I have the right answer. And no, I don't fake my stuff or use AI. I've tried it and it's just stupid. I don't really get it. And I am looking forward to... Now, why'd that go off? That should have lasted longer than that. Are you... Oh. That was weird. It's at 79%, but the light went off. Oh, sorry about that. Forgot to say warning. Yeah, it did drop the batteries. Huh? That was weird. Yeah, see, it says 79% and it went off. The only way it does that is if you do that. So I put the light warning. Oops. It starts. That's weird. have it up just in case. That was weird. Ooh, I see stars. The reason why I came out tonight is it was nice out. Nothing was on TV. No clouds. No rain. Hopefully we don't get any rain tonight. Because I don't know how long I'll be on for. Put this battery back. I'll have a friend fix that for me. I'm in the Washington State, northern Washington area, so you never know with the weather here. Lurkers are always welcome. Never know who drops by. Okay, that's over there. I keep watching the door over here. This is a door way back. The little things that you see here are lights in front of me. Kind of gives it a creepy factor. But why aren't the other lights? Huh. That's funny. And I didn't put my table the right way. So paranormal hunting is fun. With the right people, the right group. I just got done talking to someone from, what are they called? North by Northwest. And they got some stuff coming up, which is cool. They're a good group to talk to. They're local. Oh, great. My pain in my foot's coming back. It's not good. They do a lot of neat areas. I actually did a video for them about something that tugged one of their teammates, which was interesting still today. Matt, one of the people that's part of North by Northwest, he was standing and trying to do something, and all of a sudden he thought one of his teammates tagged him on his backpack, get his attention. When one of his teammates was coming in the door, the other teammate was doing something else. But in the video, you could actually, up close, you could actually see something lifting it and tagging it, and then just leaves. It was really interesting. It was actually at a fort. But yeah, you just never know. Sorry about that. I always forget the mic's over here. I don't know why it did that whole internet thing. Weird. Why that shut off? Ooh, I hear frogs. Thanks for the likes, no matter what. Lurking's always welcome. And be respectful in my chat. I'm always watching. I'm watching over here on my tablet and right here. So much traffic at nighttime. I remember a time way back when you didn't have traffic at night. Maybe once in a while, but not like this. I need to clean this. See, another thing that on these little boxes, is one thing that makes these active a lot is dust, bugs' wings, wind, your clothes. If you have like a fresh t-shirt, like this isn't fresh. So if you take it out of the laundry or the dryer and you have one of these around, what was that? And this thing will get active because of that. I've actually had all three of these in one spot while I'm sitting down on the couch. It was doing this. Not Oh, the raccoons must be out. Not this. The lights, each one of the lights were going off. Like someone was walking in front of it. At the time, I wish I had my phone at the time. I have now. Because it would have been interesting. What I've been testing is that flies' wings, they're little, when they have a little wind, will set it off too. But the odd thing is, it did it twice. Once this way and once that way. How's it going? Thanks for hitting the stickers. But when you have dust on these, it will activate it. I still don't get what the stickers are, but that's just me. I don't know why I didn't look at the batteries for these. So I use one of these guys. Works really good. This one works good for close up. This one works good for medium distance. And this recorder works good for long distance because of the mic that it has on it. The speaker's on the bottom, but for some reason I didn't put batteries in here before I went on my live. It'd be kind of cool to hear some coyotes. We've been having some sightings of them lately. Thanks for the hearts and stuff. Don't forget to hit that like button. I'm always listening what's in my backyard. There's a pond about west of me. I could hear the frogs. I don't know if you guys can. Over this way, there's like traffic. Yeah, I wonder why that went off. It's weird. Is it this one that does it? Yeah, it is. What's neat about this recorder is that if you have a USB, has a little slot where you can put it in your PC and go through your stuff easier. But since I use a tablet, my tablet doesn't have a USB thing. So I have to go through these by wearing a headset. And then put it in front of my tablet to get the sound better too. You just never know what you're going to catch. But why didn't I put batteries in these? Like this one, the mics are double and the speaker's in the back. And I need to clean them because they're dirty. Like on my not late night, my paranormal park hunt that I'm slowly working on, I had all three of these in different spots. One on the bench, one on the playfield, and another one behind the playfield on another part of it. And yeah, the EVPs that I got from just in a little bit of it was interesting. This one catches the best stuff I ever gotten. At a place called, what is it called? Labor something in Everett. I was helping this one team investigate this place, and I wanted to work on my recorder. I had this one only, because it was the only one I had at the time. And I asked, is there anybody here with me? And there's nobody around me. I'm in the hallway, and I could hear this clear as day. Yes, clear, but I have to find it again to get it. And when I shared it to the leader of from the team, he was really surprised. I told everyone to go into this room and don't make much noise. Talk like you're talking, because that's the best time you get evidence is when you have one of these on and you're just talking to someone. And something always happens. But what's weird is in that hallway, nothing happened. Of course, there was 4 of us in that hallway. So each of us had a different experience because we were by ourselves. Somebody got their jacket tugged, heard another woman's voice, different way, the same sound. Oh, what's Beardo want? Oh, he's Spider. The Spider's trying to make webbing on my light. Another one. That's funny. That would make a good intro. The Spider making a web on my light. But each person of the group that I was helping was getting a different experience from the lady. So it was really cool. But I was the only one that caught the lady on the EVP. Everyone heard it because they didn't have theirs on them. And I wish I could find my batteries. Yeah. Hi, Beardo. If you're here. How's it going? Ugh, I can't believe I gotta fix this one. It's nice to go out in a group and investigate. Once in a while, if you do it by yourself, make sure you're being safety. I've done it by myself many times and I've never had any issues. Come across a few people, but that happens to everyone. If Beardo is here, lurking, keep on lurking. Keep on doing what you do, Beardo. Beardo gets scared. I've done 2 videos for him, and the first one was funny. Second one was interesting, what that guy did to that item. They're all in my posting stuff here. The guy at the museum. I'm hoping I'm wrong about that, because that would be interesting. I was part of a group called White Noise Paranormal. We always did stuff. It was real fun to do, but they had both of the leaders had to move somewhere, and then everybody did their own thing, which is fine. Okay, which one is this? This is the broken one. I don't need this out. Thanks for the likes. I thought to sell that flash. I have if you didn't see it, I have this guy behind me. So if something goes by it, it'll do that. And you can't, what's neat about these, you can't fake these. You probably can, but I'm not going to explain it. But there's a little circuit board inside, but you can't manipulate it. I know on a few equipments of paranormal you can, but you don't want to. It makes you look bad. And those fakers know it. Should have grabbed batteries. And of course they drop it. There we go. I don't know why my light went off. It's weird. I have a little ring light that twirls around. It's very handy. Oh, it's just frogs. I still like to have something happen, or not happen, but hear something again. Get over here a little bit more. Yeah, that still looks neat with the eyes. Sometimes you'll hear stuff. Let's see. So one of my stories I've told people In my old apartment I had after, not before this one, well, not before. I moved out of this one once, came back because of stuff happened, not paranormal wise. The apartment that I had, my first apartment, was haunted, had some spirits, not very bad ones, not the D word or other words that fakers love to use, no offense. I was laying in my bed, getting ready for bed actually. Lay down, put my blanket on. It's like 11 o'clock or something like that. Real dark out. Oh, that was a car. That was a weird sound. Um, about maybe 2 to 3 minutes before I fall asleep, all of a sudden I hear this woman's voice saying, "You're not alone." I got up so fast and ran out of that room and ran into the next room because it was a two-bedroom apartment. My roommate at the time fell asleep on the couch, luckily, or else I probably would have scared him. Ran into the other room and laid down. Next morning, told my roommate. He said he thought he saw something running fast. I was like, yeah, that was me. I heard this lady say, "You're not alone." And I don't know. And my neighbors at the time swear it wasn't them messing with me because they tried to mess with me and it backfired. I got them. But yeah, that was interesting. Let's see what else happened there. My roommate at the time told me that what was it? Told me he came around the corner because we had let's see. He came he came around. Let's see. So say this is the kitchen, living room's over here. Came around the corner and he swears that he saw a lady standing in the kitchen, and she looked at him. He looked at her, and he's like, "Nope, not today." It was. He said it was very interesting. It was kind of like the one in Ghostbusters in the library, kind of like that kind of deal. And when you see apparition like that, it's like, A, is it friendly like Casper, or is it B, like something else? We never found out, but he did say it was a female. That happened way before my thing happened. What's another one? Oh yeah, we had my camcorder on to test to see how the battery's going to do, and we completely forgot it was on. We were talking in the kitchen, and I swear I thought I heard something. And this is the first time we found out that our place did have spirits or ghosts or whatever it was. Um, the next day, I turned it off, or not next day. That night, I turned it off, plugged it in to the computer because I had a PC at that time. Uploaded the video, didn't look at it until the next day because I wanted to wait for him to come back and we listen to it. And 20 minutes in the video, you hear me, and the TV's not on, radio's not on at all. And all of a sudden, a EVP, you could hear somebody saying something. I'm not going to say it on here because it might be against YouTube rules. Remember to obey their rules. But it was somebody that wanted to do something to themselves or something. And both of us, but get rid of that. But hour in the video, another one, but a different, same voice, but different what it said. And he says, "I'm watching you." Because you could hear me and him talking, and the voice talked over our voice, and that's what an EVP is, basically. It's a spirit saying something that you couldn't hear, but your device hears it. He was in the kitchen. I was on the couch. We were just talking like we were talking like now. And you could hear me getting up, walking in the other room. You hear him doing something. And then all of a sudden the voice over came on and going, yep, this place has got something here. It had a female and a male there. And maybe a kid. It's hard to tell. Hold on. Oh, he said something in comments. But some places can be haunted. It's not just because of a spirit or something bad happened there. It could also be yourself. You gotta think of it. Like poltergeist. Chris Williams talked about this earlier, which was pretty cool. I'm glad that she knows exactly. So poltergeist isn't about a spirit or a ghost. No, it can and it can't. It's about the person. Something happened to that person. They're stressed over something. What is it? Word. They're being melodramatic, and they're moving stuff. They have a very high energy of themselves, so that energy is taking stuff and making it do that. You know what I mean? And other stuff like, what's that frog doing? Thanks for lurking, no matter what you are. You're lurking. Cool. I gotta make sure to keep that on. How's it going, everyone? Yes, there are two eyes looking behind me. It's the lights that are in front of me on my plants. They do kind of give it a neat, creepy factor to it. But also behind me, this is my bedroom here. I'm outside my house. It's too nice not to come out and talk about paranormal, Bigfoot stuff, and other things. And it's a cloudless day. And it's my 1 year anniversary of my channel. Oh, my foot. Oh, that hurt. Yeah, you probably heard that. Snap, crack, pop. Ow. Reason why I haven't been editing videos, I had my foot. I had to stay off my foot for a whole week, which sucked. I had to sit down, watch TV from Thursday till today, actually, which sucked. I don't know what I did to my foot. It had like a cramp on my side of my toe that wouldn't go away. So I had to stay off it and not edit anything, which sucks. I am a self-taught editor. I've been doing it for many years. I'm learning every time I do a video. No matter if it's Bigfoot related, UFO related, debunking related, or paranormal. Sorry about that. I hit my table trying to stretch my leg. And if you're not into that stuff, that's okay. Sorry about the sound. Oh, what? There it goes. Are you still working? That one's still behind me. Yeah, it is. Yeah, if that thing there's something behind me that's got a little light on it. So if something goes through it, it'll do this. But if it gets picked up and thrown at me, I would laugh. And I'll have it on here. I don't fake my stuff. I can't stand that. Or use AI. I tried that and that's stupid. The AI thumbnail is not worth it. Once in a while, I'll make a good thumbnail for YouTube, but not as much. Let's see what else. So that. Oh, wait. There's some stars. There goes a shooting star. You're thinking there's something right there. I don't know what that is. It's probably my door. Too bad I can't zoom in. Bugger. Oh, we're on the spirit. Now I get it. That's funny. Now, earthquakes can actually cause, what if we did have one? Can cause internet loss as well. We've been having ever since February, we've been having a lot of them, which is really interesting. Hawaii just had a new volcano that blew. That was cool. That's a good sign that, though. I thought you said sprint. No, spirit. Here comes the airplane. Okay, almost an hour. Not too bad. Oh, I think if it wasn't for that buffering, I'd probably do better. But I don't know what that was about. That was weird. My light went off. It's another go to the Northern State Penitentiary over in 𝑘𝑗𝑜𝑦. That's a interesting place. That's got some spirit activity there, I can tell you. Oh. I'm going to stay off my foot again. Years ago, when my team, White Noise Paranormal, went there with me a few times, they told me there was always a spirit lurking around, and yep, there was. I've seen it a few times, trying to lurk around the buildings, trying to figure out who we are and whatnot. You know, some spirits are curious, some not as much. I gotta trim my sides. So I went inside one of the buildings by myself with nothing, of course, on. I wish I did. Because at the time we didn't have any of our equipment with us or anything. We were just there having fun. All of a sudden I heard this odd noise. Everyone else was somewhere else. I was in this building that the cows were doing stuff in years ago. They don't do it anymore. This, I don't know what it was. It moved around from building to building to see who's checking out the buildings. You'll always get someone watching you, a spirit watching you there. Just like over at Wellington, That place is very active. The spirits don't like anybody there. Neither does them. I think it's winking. So the building I went in, I saw the door open slightly, and I thought someone was going to come out of it and go, no, somebody else is coming in. And then all of a sudden it closed. I'm like, okay, that was weird. But okay. Just looking around. All of a sudden there's a door, an office area where a door is. And all of a sudden you can see someone doing this and looking around the corner and going, so that's what they're talking about. An apparition like that looking around the corner. That's cool and wild. And nothing I have on me is recording. Of course. Now, over in Wellington, that place is very haunted, very active because of what happened there. That place is really cool. First time I was there, I could see the bad vibes, what everyone screaming about what, not the people I was with, that screaming, the people that were there at the time of that avalanche that happened there. And all the anger, the screaming, all the energy of all those people there is still there today because of what happened at that avalanche. And it still says it's still today's the worst train avalanche wreck of its life. And I believe it. That avalanche did a lot of damage, killed a lot of people. Not just the people in the train, but the people are trying to rescue people too. That's the one thing they don't talk about over in Wellington is the people that try to rescue the people from the train also died, which was weird. People were fighting. When you have people fighting over things, that energy of your anger goes right into all that rock and the building that's there. Well, it's kind of still there. Oh. And thanks for the likes. That's getting there. But yeah, paranormal is a very interesting hobby. I know of some people that do it for a living. They're brave doing it for a living. Not sure how you can, but you do what you can. I heard something. Now, Bigfoot hunting, that's another community that argues a lot. All these communities like UFO or UAP, what do you want to call them? Bigfoot, Sasquatch community, paranormal community, they all have their ups and downs. Good groups, but they have their ups and downs. I can tell you, it's bad sometimes. That's why I had to step away, because all the arguing and fighting against each other gets old fast. What time is it? 12. But being part of a good community helps. I'm glad it's not raining. It's another experience I had. Stanwood Hotel in Stanwood, Washington. It's a little active, not aggressive, but there is something there that's holding the spirits there. And the building down the street from it, and the other one too. Not sure why. I think it's because of the water that's near the river that's nearby it, or the rocks that's in the area. It's a really neat hotel. I wouldn't mind going back there one more time and investigate. This was during when I was with my group, White Noise Paranormal. I was upstairs with my friend Keith. We were all putting stuff together, getting cameras ready, getting the DVR ready, and there's this door that's not opened. All of them are always closed, which you should always have them closed when you're setting up. I had both my hands were off to my side because I was holding something for Keith, and all of a sudden, the door. I don't notice this, but the door slightly opens, and I could feel a child's hand holding my hand because you could only do this, and going, "What do you want?" That kind of thing. And you can see, I mean, you couldn't, but I could see my hand moving on its own, like, no, not going in there. Another time, while filming, I wish I know about this video. My friend Keith, at the same time, he was behind me. I was in the room. He saw my hair being pulled, doing this kind of thing by itself. I thought I saw something in the door. And he swears that it wasn't him. And I could actually feel it. And he said he caught it, but I haven't seen any video of it. But that place is active. There is something there. Not dark or mischief. Well, maybe a little mischief. But something is there. It's holding other spirits there, too. We saw a very strange apparition there in the kitchen at one time. And it was about 6 foot tall. It was only looking at one person at the place, which was very bizarre. Didn't like me at all. Because I don't know which recorder it's in. I had my recorder sitting in the kitchen at the time. I'll put like one of these somewhere and let it go on for a while. These take a good while to go through. But I went through it and it said a certain words, this person needs to go to the H word. And yeah, it was a guy's voice, but not like a guy's voice. Where my recorder is where the apparition was at, which was interesting. But of course, nothing was filmed for some reason. But Joe, the camera guy, that was what that creature apparition was looking at, was him. He wasn't paying attention to us. Every time he moved, it would be doing this, moving, or his hand looking at him. And yeah, that's always a creepy factor. And what it said was just bizarre. I kept hearing something behind me. But talking about your experiences always helps people to understand that they've gone through stuff. Especially at nighttime. Trying to listen to the frogs. Sorry about that. This does get noisy when you touch it. Bug. I heard something. I learned years ago, how to listen hard. If you're not careful, you can hear things. Right now, I could hear frogs going at it. Well, the males, of course, in a pond. Surprised I don't see a lot of air traffic tonight. But yeah, this is third time going live at night. It's always fun. Talk about ghost experience, Bigfoot experience, UFOs. UFOs, that's another whole story. I've had my fair shares. I've seen them. I do have one video on this channel that I filmed years ago. I re-edited it to see how it was, and it's still interesting to me. Even though people say, oh, it's just a lantern, it's just an airplane. No. Lanterns weren't out during that time until 2 years later. Airplanes, no. This thing wasn't blinking. It kept going and going and going. I should add it in the description. Why is that making noise back there? So this is my bedroom here. That's my door on the other side. It's a little warm in my place, so I thought to come outside, hang out, chat for a little bit, and say that this is my 1 year anniversary of this channel. Hopefully I do more videos soon. I do a lot of funny memes on my shorts. Once in a while they work. Now UFOs, while we're talking about that, I've had my fair shares with them. Like the one that I filmed. Sorry, I thought I heard something. What's one? Oh yeah. I came outside because somebody needed something, and I saw this bright light or bright planet, thinking it was a planet because it was big and round, and it was very bright for a planet. That's interesting. And all of a sudden, it just it shut off, and I'm like, wow, that was very strange. 5 minutes later, because I'm still talking about it or watching the sky going, the International Space Station came by, and it was 5 times the International Space Station was in the same alignment of where it was, and it was smaller. That was weird. It was the same size of a planet, but bigger than the International Space Station, which tells me a lot. It could have been in our atmosphere or, in our sky, and it was big. And I'm always watching for them. Never know. Oh, there's a satellite right there. One of these days I'll catch one on video again. I got lucky on that first one. Sorry, I'm trying to look at something. Must have looking at the screen over here. And glad I charged everything. Looks like everything's working now. I wonder why the comment thing's not popped up. Let's refresh that real quick. Refreshing it. Sometimes that helps the video. It says it's still saying 1 like, even though there's more. There we go. Let's see how that look. Those still look like eyes. I heard that. I hope you guys heard that. That was in Coyotes. That was kind of neat. Yeah, my first or second live, we heard something, and everyone heard it in the live chat. We couldn't figure out what it was. I still need to go through that video and find out what it was. God, that shadow. Really? That'd be weird. No, that's still there. I'm going to have to look. That must be my door. That thing right there in the middle of the door. That must be my door halfway open. Oh, there's an airplane. Somewhere. Oh, there it is. I think. It's going to Everett. Where is it? Oh, weird. Yep. 1 year birthday of my channel. Didn't think it was going to be already a year. Dang. It must have been too far to see. Might do another live tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. Never know on YouTube lives. I've had worse ones, I've had better ones, and you never know. I'm trying to listen. Ugh, my foot. Oh, I gotta pop my foot again. Doesn't like these shoes for some reason. Oh, okay. Nah, that was a car. Brown, 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 brown. I wonder why those two are only showing and not the other ones. See, there's a light right there, but there should be more. This right here must be the other lights. And there goes a car. Okay, why aren't you being active? Well, now you're not blue. Sorry, I'm looking at one of my boxes behind me. Could be because of my battery thing. This little guy here does this. When something's on it. Not sure why it was going blue. I'll give it an hour and 30. It'll be a short life. It's getting almost 1 o'clock in the morning. Just wanted to go live and talk here about my experience, your experience, and all that stuff. And saying that's my 1 year birthday of my channel, which I'm glad. Growing slowly, which is fine, because I'm taking my time at my main videos. I do shorts, memes, which is funny, and teasers for my next videos. Sometimes. I never know what I'm going to post, so I like debunking stuff. I blame Beardo for that one. Got me back into it. And these speakers. And I do have a TikTok, so if I ever go live on TikTok, you never know. It'll be a good while till I can go live on that. That's a bug. That shadow next to me, it just looks weird. Oh, because of a planter that's next to me. That's funny. Yeah, it's eerie quiet. I am surprised I haven't heard any coyotes. They've been spotted nearby, so kind of surprised. Or the owls. I don't know why they're sad with the noise. Wailing Utani. If I ran into raccoons, that'd be a different story. That'd be kind of cool. Like I said, I'll give it about 1:30 or hour and 30, and I'll call it. So much traffic for 12 o'clock. I'll never understand that. I don't know what that noise was. No. I don't know if you guys heard that humming sound. That was weird. Not a person humming, but like an electric humming. Still see stars. Oh. So if you guys have any questions before I end it, just let me know. Lurking's always welcome. Just don't be rude. Be respectful. Oh. What again? Oh. I don't know what that sound was. Maybe it was my mic. Oh, no, it's on. What's nice about this DJI mic, it has a, what do you call it? A part that's on the phone. It tells me how the volume's doing. I didn't look at it when I heard that weird sound. Let's put this on my head real quick. See, this is a neat little mic. Everyone uses one of them. I know a friend that does it like this. I heard the electric humming over here. Not sure why. Sorry about that. It does look a little weird. Ugh. Yeah, it sucked that I didn't film this weekend because of my foot. It hurt all the way from Thursday till today. And that's feeling a lot better. I'm not sure what happened. Oh, there it goes. It's good when you move your toes and you're popping each one of them. It feels good. What the hell is that? I don't know if you could hear that. Not sure what that was, but okay. There's people talking. Working on a new meme on an interesting question. Hopefully it does well, but I doubt it in the comments because I did a really neat video or a short video about points. How if you had like experiences of different things here and there and add those points up and see what it adds up to. And I'm kind of surprised it didn't blow up, but it's YouTube. On TikTok, it really blew up. Everyone had really good points. Can't believe I didn't bring batteries for this. Oh, it must be in that box that I found them in. What the hell was that sound? Hmm. It's a nice night. Never know what you're gonna catch at nighttime. Yes, I know battery. Shush. My tablets let me know about battery. There's a little energy in the air. My little box behind me is getting a little bright. Let's see if you actually can see it. Not too much. This is what it looks like at nighttime here. I wish I could change. Oh, there we go. No. There we go. I have a little ring light that's above my phone. Gives good lighting. I need to see. No, not. Yeah, it's 720p. And then make sure my settings right. It's about to get windy. Yeah, it's almost time to call it for the night. Yeah, look at this off. Sorry about that. You could actually have this in front of you and use it. You don't have to have it on you, but it just looks neat, except for on your hat. That was a weird guess. Airplane's going by. Interesting sound. You're gonna fall there. You're right there. This mic is really handy to have. I suggest to get one if you're going out paranormal hunting. Works really good. The distance of the sound, if you leave it somewhere, you're still talking, people could hear you. It goes a long ways. One thing I suggest to make sure to turn it on and put the record button on. Works. Found out the hard way that I did not push that right button when I was filming something. Oh, that's police sirens. Well, it's 1:30 or hour and 30 minutes. I'm gonna call it here just about. It's 12:38 my time right now. I might be back tomorrow night and see how it goes. Same time, 11 o'clock at night. It's when everything's nice and calm and chilled out. I gotta make sure to have batteries for my recorders so you guys could hear things. Glad I do this page. It's been way too long. I should have started this a long time ago, but I didn't. I was going through a lot of stuff and with the communities. But now we got all these fakers out there making AI fakes and faking their EVPs, which is a big no-no in our community. You know who you are. You shouldn't do that. And copying other people. Reaction videos are okay as long as they're true. I used to do reaction videos, but they don't get attention enough anymore. I don't want to forget. Is that me doing that? Yep, that's me. Let's not forget this guy. I have one of these guys. They work pretty well. But I want to say thanks for everyone. Hold on. Hey, Barry. What are you up to? About an hour and 35, I'm going to call it. It's getting a little late here. It's not cold, surprisingly. I'll probably be back tomorrow night, the same time, about 11 o'clock. Have you had any ghost experience or Bigfoot or other stuff happen to you? Wait, where's my mic? There it is. Oh, nice. Scotland. Which part? You probably have the fun experience over there. Oh. It's weird I get a lot out of countries. You guys have the Loch Ness Monster history, and that's still surprising to me. Oh, Edinburgh. Nice. I went to Scotland once years ago and got to see the castle over there and Didn't see anything. Saw a lot of tourist attractions, which is sad. I did interview, before I had this channel, I did interview a few people about their experience with Nessie, and that was strange. So one thing I haven't seen is a Loch Ness Monster. We do have one up north, where I am, over a place called Okanagan Lake. I don't know if it's a... Oh, it's already... not yet. They don't know if it's a huge fish or if it's something else, but people always see it. I forgot what it's called. I think it's Champ. No, that's somewhere else. I've seen it pug watching once. Hope don't come across those ever again. I've had paranormal experiences multiple different times, different places. Bigfoot, lost count. UFOs, I've lost count. It wouldn't surprise me if I've been abducted before. I've had a weird thing happen to me once that freaked me out. Yeah, I'm just in my backyard talking about my experiences, people's experiences, and whatnot. I was gonna film this or last weekend for Memorial Day, but I had something happen to my foot that I had to stay on the couch for a whole week, which sucked. And if you see these here, these are just little lights that's in front of me on my plants. They look like eyes, but kind of cool. I forgot which part of Scotland I went to. Talk about a long drive and walk. Yeah. Wait, why is that not on there? Some of them, the only ones I haven't seen on UFOs are the triangles. We have a thing called the, what is it called? The light? No. I forgot what it's called here. We have the more sightings of UFOs in Washington. Why did that go off? Especially up northeast or northwest of me. We have a thing called the Triangle over in Port Angeles. Why did that go off? It could be my jacket. I don't know. It's one person thinks it's people of the future, and that still a thinker. Why didn't that pop up on my phone? It's weird. I see your question above that one. For some reason on my phone, it's not popping up. I don't know. I don't know. Um, the Greys are a very interesting story, and then the reptilians is another odd one. I myself had an experience with something. I don't know if it was real or if I was dreaming. Talk about the airplane. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Way over there. 37. Yeah, UFOs you gotta watch for. I did have experience with the MIB one time, but it was by accidental on the road, actually, on the freeway. Me and my dad are on the way to work, and there was a sighting while we were driving south of Seattle, And all of a sudden, this car drives right next to us, waiting for the light to turn or whatever it was. I'm not paying attention to these guys. But what caught my eye was the car. The car was very vintage car. I wish I could remember. That's the thing. I can't remember what the car was. I didn't think about grabbing my phone and taking a picture of it. But when I looked at the car, I was like, "Ooh, that's kind of cool. Very vintage car. Thanks for the like." Um, but I could read people. These two, if you put like water on them, water wouldn't spill on them. That's how weird it was. These two guys were just sitting there, not talking to each other. They were wearing, what is it called? Like MIB hats, kind of thing. I don't know what they're called. They're round, and it looked like they were going to convention. I didn't really think much of it, but then it hit me. It's like, oh, we just had a UFO encounter or sighting not too long ago. I wonder if that's the MIB people that someone was talking about. The weird thing is, I can't remember the faces. I can't see their hands because they're down below waiting for the light to turn. I didn't see them doing this at all. Um, their clothes look like very vintage old that went with the car. Black suit and hat and tie. No glasses, surprisingly, which is really bizarre. I do believe in the reptilians, which is, I don't know why. That story of the reptilians in California is still bizarre. Or 40. But seeing those two guys made me think they gotta be around. They know what's going on. But another 5 minutes. Oh, my foot's hurting again. But I've seen different things in sky that I know for a fact wasn't the satellite or the space station or the what do you call it, the Starlink. I can't believe so many people reported that thing. Oh, it was horrible. It's like, why is there so many UFOs in the sky? Because that's not UFOs. Those are Starlink satellites. You idiots. No offense to anyone that thought those were UFOs, but come on. They blame the media for not telling people. But, yeah. But man-made, I don't know. If they are, if they aren't. I know, those, I activated it. Sorry, I was testing something. I noticed my mic. Okay, now you're not doing that. Also activates. Sorry. Also, okay, it was. Now it's not. Whatever. Touchy device. Is this the broken one? No. Get over here for me. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be on again tomorrow night if I do. If I don't, it'll probably be the next night. I never know what I'm doing. Yeah, I wonder. Okay, that was a weird wind gust. Hmm. I wonder why that comment didn't pop up. But thanks for everyone to come by to ask questions and whatnot, and just for lurking. Lurking's always welcome. I dropped my bag. Where's this airplane at? Oh, it's way over there. Don't forget to check out some of my funny shorts that I have. They're mostly memes or teasers for the next video. Oh, there it goes. Looks like a private plane. Thanks for dropping by, saying hi, hitting those likes. And the views. The views are always nice too. I just wish my main videos would do that, but that's okay. YouTube's a butt sometimes. But I'm going to call it here in a few minutes. I'll try to come back either tomorrow or the next night and talk about more paranormal, Bigfoot, UFOs, and who knows what else. And I'll try and find the batteries for these things so you guys can hear some stuff. And charge my stuff too. But thanks everyone for coming by for my fourth live. And for hitting that subscribe button, the likes, and all that stuff. And remember, it's not just a hobby, it's a lifestyle. Why be fake when you can be real? I'm AJ Paranormal. This was my 4th live being on YouTube on this channel. And it's my 1-year anniversary of this channel. Hopefully I keep growing and doing more lives like this to teach you guys here and there. So I will see you guys out in the field. Later.